Hey guys, donnellsstichery here. How's everybody doing today? It is Saturday, December 28th at 10 a.m. Actually, a little past 10 a.m. I hope everybody's having a great morning. I see my chat has been busy. So let me jump over in here really quick and say hello to everybody. We got Michelle's Cress and Moore and Melissa, two of my moderators. Hey guys. Then we got Mama Debbie says, good morning all and lurking here. We got Andrea says, howdy good everyone. Good to be with you. This morning it is storming today, so hopefully I stay connected. Melissa says, gotta get set up at my machine and see what I can get done today. Girl, you got this. Hey, Teresa. Teresa says, Donnell, did you get my package? I don't think I've received anything from you yet, Teresa. I do have a package that is showing to be out for delivery soon, so that may be it. If it was shipped from New York, I do have a package coming from there. I don't know who it's from or anything, so let me know in the chat if that was from you. Good morning, Melanie and Patricia Browning. Good morning, Dawn Stewart, Brenda Chauvin. Hey, girl, I got your quilt block yesterday. I believe it was yours. Let me double check. Yes, it is yours. I did receive yesterday, and I'm going to be talking about that in just a few moments. So let me set this over here. We got some stuff to discuss today. Then we got Deb as the Pug Mama Quilter. Brenda says, I'm helping a friend make 10 quilts for a family with 10 foster children. Oh my goodness gracious, girl. We got Christina Stromberg. Good morning, Nikki B. And Aqua Quilter Lisa says, I'll be lurking and sewing on a binding too. Awesome sauce, girl. You trying kicking those out. Then we got Cora. Good morning. And everybody's saying good morning. Oh, that just jumped big time. Everybody's saying good morning to each other. Nikki B, Joy D. Lita, good morning. And Miss Laura Sup, Katie Krause, Joanna from Joe's Creative Wanderings. Let's see. June Hansen, Melanie Taylor. Yo, Patty G. I had to do it. I had to. It was blocks in an envelope from North Carolina. Okay, I have not received it yet. I just received the first one yesterday. So just give it some time. It may take a day or two and everything. Mel's been running crazily busy, slow lately. So I say give it a few more days. What day was it that you sent it out? Let's see. I don't think I've missed anybody as of yet. Hey, Lisa, the Squirrely Quilter. I had to leave soon to run some errands, Joanna says. No worries, sweetheart. Alrighty, I am turning off my computer mouse for right now. And there's some things I want to discuss first, and then we're going to jump into getting busy. So, in regards to last week, okay. So last week was all the holidays and everything, so that set back everything. So I'd say give it a few more days. I have not checked my mail thing yet for the delivery. Let me do that really quick so I can let you know if it's on there. So I have it where they email me the informed delivery and everything daily, so whether I can let you know if it is coming in the mail today or not. Okay, Teresa, yours is out for delivery today, honey. So I'll be showing that off tomorrow. Hey, Brinka. So I received the square from Brenda Chauvin. I'm going to keep this turned down because I do not want anybody seeing her address. And what we were referring to and everything, guys, is I'm asking if any of my viewers would like to partake in making a prayer quilt for my mother to send me a 5-inch square. It could be quilted, a quilt block, or it could be not quilted, but it could be a quilt block that you pieced, or it could be just a square of fabric that you would like to send for the quilt block. There is no specific color, theme, nothing. We're going to do this scrappy. I am throwing myself out there to you guys and everything and all, as my mom was diagnosed with liver cancer on top of her cirrhosis of the liver. And so they had to very carefully go in and essentially microwave that tumor without damaging the rest of the good cells. So that way they're trying to keep the liver working as well as properly in order for them to eventually have to do a transplant. And so because of and on the outside, they were able to catch it early for the liver cancer. But next Friday, they're going to be doing the biopsy early in the morning to find out whether it's just liver cells that are affected or if it is liver and bile cells that are affected. So that way they can know which route to go with the treatment. So Mama Debbie had a wonderful, wonderful idea of of everybody donating that is wanting to donate a 5-inch square, at least one, if you can. If you cannot, if you don't want to, or if you're out of the country, it is 100% completely understandable. You guys don't know my mama from a hole in the ground. But it's something I would like to do for her, and would like her to know that all of mine and Mama Debbie's renegades and everything and supporters and all are all behind her, showing our love and support and our prayers, just letting her know she's loved, especially when she's dealing with a lot right now. And so all I'm asking is for a 5-inch square. You can use a Sharpie, embroider, hand embroider, machine embroider, quilt it, whatever you want to do of getting your name on there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create a gorgeous center block to go right dead center of embroidery work and sign my name to it, and that would be the center block, and then everything else would be going around it. I'm going to piece these together as I get them. So Brenda Chauvin's block or square is the first one. And so I want to show them off as I get them. I have a tub here, an empty tub with locking handles on it that I got from Amazon that I would be storing these in until I get it all put together. It says, Donnell, prayers for you and your mom. Excuse the recycled paper. Love, Brenda. Brenda, I love the recycled paper, by the way. It's gorgeous. And this here is, make sure there's nothing. All right, so she wrote her name, first and last name, and the state she's in, but it's these party balloons. Teresa, I am the same way, girl. I am completely the same way. I don't have a guild, so the ones I watch online is like all the channels I am a membership to, I feel like that is my guild. So this is a beautiful square she sent, and she just used a pen or Sharpie to do her name. If you use a Sharpie, you can actually write your name or sign it whatever you like with a Sharpie on the fabric, and then use a hot iron to set it. I actually did my label for hey Giovanna, I actually did my label today for my quilt and everything to put it on there. I have the finished edges over here. Over here is raw edges, which would be underneath the binding. And it says, pieced by Donnell Stevens, designed by Andrea Jamais, and quilted by Donna Struntz, 2024. And this is a quilt that would be for me and my husband for our bed. And I'll show you guys the quilt in a few moments. But I wanted to show you guys the quilt block, or the first square I got. As I get them, I will show them to you guys. I am keeping them in the envelopes I receive them in until I put them together. And then there'll be a little something special coming to you guys when we do receive, whenever I provide it to my mom. I'm sure there'll be a little special gift and everything for everyone, like a thank you card or something. And as I receive the 5-inch squares, I'm going to put all the names into a container and do a drawing for a giveaway to help encourage some blocks to come, some squares to come. Okay, Brenda says she used a micro quilt marker and heat set the writing. Awesome sauce. Hey, Miss Amy, how you doing, girl? Did you make it to 10K yet? I know you were trying really hard last night. Let's see. Did Miss Amy make it there? Let's go check it out and see. Michelle, I'm not really for sure why you did that one. Ruth Roberts says, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Danelle. What are you working on today? Girl, I'm not for sure why I'm thinking you probably accidentally did that. I'm not for sure why. Ah, okay. Amy, hit exclamation selfie in my chat, girlfriend. Let's see if we can get Amy Dement up to 10K during my live stream today, guys. She is currently at 9.97. She needs 3 subscribers, people. 3. Michelle goes, sorry, Ruth. Stupid cat walked across my keyboard. Okay, so if you are not subscribed to Amy Dement, check out her channel. She is a wonderful, wonderful creator. I love her videos, especially her Quiltmas Vlogmas videos. They are so stinking amazing. Okay, you're about a 30 away. Oh, okay. Yeah, when I looked, it said 9.97. So I don't know how that works. The decimals, once you get past the 1K, I don't know how that works. Oh, guys, look at this adorable coffee mug that my son and his girlfriend got me. No more caffeine for you, says Stitch. I know he's not talking to me, so he's got to be talking to whoever is looking at my cup. Girl, you are so welcome. I'm like, I want to help. I want to boost you up there. I want to be like, poof, there you go. No worries, Mama Debbie. Awesome sauce. You got another one, Miss Patricia Browning assigned up for you. If we get her to 10K today on my live stream, I will do a giveaway, guys. And the giveaway will be a binding spool of your color. So whoever wins will get the giveaway. If we get to Amy Dement to 10K today, I will do a giveaway of 1 binding spool. And you get to pick the color that you want. Yeah, she is. Amy's channel is definitely a wonderful, wonderful channel. I love watching her. I giggle every time. And no matter how big her channel gets, she goes in there and reads all the comments, and she responds to your comments. Hey, Brat46 says just subscribed. Corey Kaminsky says she just subscribed. Let's go check it out now. Check it out, check it out, check it out now. 9.98. We're so close. So close, guys. So close. I had just subscribed to Amy for I have been subscribed to Amy for quite a while. Giovanna says. Lori says, morning, just sub to Amy. Awesome sauce. Okay, so I have binding to make. I got all my strips cut. Technically, Auntie Donna had cut all my strips. Uh-oh. Where did that go? Okay. My mouse Tom, boop that out of the way. Let's put the mouse over here for a bit. Dawn Stewart says she subscribed. So, Auntie Donna had cut up all my binding strips for me. She cut a whole lot. She did up like 4 strips or more. I don't know how many. So we are going to okay, so there's a lot more. And and then I came back and trimmed them down to 2-inch strips because she had them cut at like 2.5 or something. I cut them down to 2-inch because that's what I do my strips with, because I use my binding thingy. Oh, there it is. So I use my binding thing that does 2-inch strips. Okay, Mama says, I'm back. Yo Patty G says, go away meat, go away meat, go away meat. Amy says, thank you everyone. I love seeing you in the comments. Okay, let's see where Amy's at now. We are going to get her there. Still says 998. Come on, come on, come on. We'll get you there, girl. So what I'm going to do is I am going to join these strips. Oh, and before I do all this, I want to showcase a few cards I have received lately. So this one here was from Lisa, Awkward Quilter. Are you in your new sewing space? No. Oh, Mama Debbie. Yeah, she's in her new sewing space, but she's still working on getting set up. So I got this here from Lisa, and just saying that she wanted to send me a little note saying that she's thinking of me and she's here for me and everything and all. Oh, so my setup looks different because I have this board behind me. It's actually a craft show display thing that I used to use when I was doing my craft shows. And I have a flannel sheet that is over it, like one of those flannel design walls that I threw over it. And this right here is just a quilt that I have made using one of Sew Becca's patterns from a while ago that still needs to be sandwiched and quilted. So it is a whip that I will be working on here soon. Let's see. I just got home from shopping and I'm very tired. Well, get some rest, love. So I got that gorgeous card, and that was from Lisa, the Awkward Quilter. Thank you so much, Lisa. And then Auntie Patricia Arbuckle sent me a card, which I don't have the card over here with me. It is back there hanging up. And it had this gorgeous little gnome here on it that Iton took off of the cardboard and used some tape and just rolled it up, put it behind it, and then taped it to my machine. It is a little prayer hog. Hey, Maritza. Please go sub to Amy DeMent if you haven't already. Michelle says, hey, Joe. Vintage Style by Joe's in the house. Ruth Roberts has just joined Amy's channel. Mama Debbie says, been subbed to Amy for a while. Love her content. And then Auntie Patricia sent me this gorgeous Christmas card. Says, sweet girl, may the spirit of Christmas fill your heart and home. Love you so very much, Auntie Patricia. Hey, Judy. How you doing? Hey, Miss Linda, our soul lady. So that is some Christmas cards I have received this week, and I truly appreciate it and everything. And anytime you guys want to send me anything, I can give you my email address, or if you drop the command exclamation my mail in the chat, it'll give you my email address, and then you can email me if you want my address, so that way they can send me any of the 5-inch squares that you would like to send me that has your name signed on it for a prayer quilt from my mother, as well as send me any type of cards or anything that you would like to send. I am going to start making quilted postcards, so when I receive them, then you'll get a quilted postcard back. And the quilt that we are going to be putting the binding on today is this beast of a quilt. Let me try and bring over my camera to a different section here. Hey, Laura. Don't know if I said hello to you yet or not, but I see you in the chat, so just want to say hello. So, this is the beast we are quilting up today. Or not quilting, but putting the binding on. This was designed by Andrea Jamais, Mama J Enterprises. Pieced by myself. And then I sent it out to Donna, handmade by Ying. And she did all the quilting on it for me. Which is the reason why I put all 3 names onto my label for my quilt. Right, Amy? I absolutely love that pattern. And in the description box below, guys, you all will find the in the description box below. Hey, Mama. So Cindy Bonnier is my mommy. And she's at work right now. So people think her coworker, her people that she's taking care of and everything are going to think her daughter is crazy. And that's okay, because I am. I inherited my crazy from my mommy. And my grandma. Especially from my grandma. May she rest in peace. Let's see. You two cleaned up my favorite list and removed you. I just resubscribed so I can watch you. Awesome sauce. And that was for Amy DeMant. Yeah, I noticed YouTube has been doing their little cleaning session lately. So, because my subscriber base had dropped quite a bit, like a couple a day. I'm like, it'll bounce back. So, guys, my mom was referring to the fact that I was like, mwah, 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 mwah. That is something me and my dad do on a regular basis and everything. All drives Mama crazy. But before we hang up the phone every night when we talk, me and my dad both blow each other kisses. Just to be silly and goofy. And because we love each other. And so that's what my mom was referring to. And I'm not drawing any lines on these or anything like that. This is just for kicks and giggles. Y'all know what the other word was supposed to be. Amy says, Linda, don't you love when YouTube helps you? Let's see. Gotta go to the post office before it closes. Catch you on replay. Yes, ma'am. 99.9K for Amy right now. Woo! Oh, you mean 9.99, girlfriend. Oh, my goodness gracious. My mom is saying hi to everybody. Let's see. Hey, Annette. Fabric Magician Annette Wagner is in the house. She says hello again. Hello, hello, hello. So what is everybody else working on today? And yes, this is the backing fabric, which was a 108. That is the backing, as well as, I don't think it's on the front. No, it is not on the front. So this is the backing that I chose. It's a really soft fabric. It doesn't feel thick like a flannel, but it doesn't feel as thin as normal quilt cotton either. It was a 108 I got from Joann's, and I fell in love with it. So, of course, I got a lot of it. See, Hey, Quilt and Compound Jamie, how you doing? How you doing? Oh, we need to cut this piece off because it's a little too short on that side, which is fine. So I know I'm going to have way more than what I need. June says, cleaning my bathroom. Ew! Yuckos. Supposed to be being creative, not doing the C word. Not the C word. Alrighty. I'm just using my little fabric cutter that's built onto my machine to cut the threads. Oops. Uh-oh. Hey, Joyce Hernandez. How you doing, honey? So then I'm going to come back through and cut off these little excess pieces up here. And that's just going to be tossed into my junk, scrap, garbage pile. Do-do-do-do-do. Let's see here. Does anybody have any fun plans for the new year? Because, you know, we got the new year coming up. I myself am going to be over on Donna's channel, Handmade by Ying, on New Year's Eve with her and Papa Joe. And I believe Mike, a New Year Beauty, has already said that he was going to be on there too. Him and Donna are planning on doing the disco, some disco dancing or some dancing or whatever those crazy coots are going to do. Ruth says, I am packing up my machine to take to be repaired. I guess I'll be focusing on cutting out projects until I get her back. Aw, I'm so sorry, Ruth. Andrea says, you can always wind the excess binding on one of your binding spools for future use. Just saying. I actually been doing that. I got to have my husband and son print me out some more. Because I got quite a few bindings over here in my drawer already prepped up, ready to go for baby quilts that I need to get put on. I actually found I had some yellow binding that was already done. So I'm actually going to use that for this here. This will probably be Wednesday's project of getting that quilted. Because right now I want to get, put this up here for now. Right now I want to work on getting a lot of my whips all taken care of before I start any major new projects. June says, I have been sewing instead of cleaning, so when I get done, then I can play. Awesome. Kind of think she means the other way around, though, that she's been cleaning instead of sewing. So when she gets done, she can play. But I'm not for sure. We'll have to wait and see what she says. Good morning, Judy. How you doing? Going to a party on New Year's Eve. She says, she going party. Party, party, party. I'll be here, sitting here sewing. And then hanging out with my family. Making sure I get my kissy from the hubby. On New Year's Eve, right at the strike of the ball drop. Let's see, Lisa, I like that idea. Oh, what idea did Lisa have? Let's go up and look and see. She says, just popped in to ask if anyone has set a do not cook, just so goal for 2025. I did. Girl, that's my goal every day. I don't like cooking. That's why I married a guy that does. That whether he cooks, I clean. What I did not know is the amount of mess that man makes whenever he's doing a fabulous gourmet meal. At first I look at it and I'm like, oh, Lordy. I've learned, get in there and clean as he cooks. Good morning, Regina. How are you doing? How's my girl? Uh-oh. Joyce, what did you delete? See, June says, hey, Katie. And Laura says, I have a long list for the next year. I have to make up time. Girl, I believe it. I completely gave up trying to make up time from when I had my back surgery. I did hand sewing, like hand quilting the little hexagons, which then I wound up using to make to make things with, like my handbags and stuff like that, or coaster sets, or now I am just getting ready to press my binding so that way that we can start sewing this on, because I gotta get busy. Busy. And yes, I am a little on the energetic side this morning. Yes, thank you, Michelle. You are a major kick in the booty in the today. I love it. Let's see, I go back to work New Year's Day, so I will be sleeping during the day. Oh wow, Brad. I sorry. Had to catch me on replays. On the upside, I'm live on Wednesday nights at 6 o'clock Eastern Time. See, Amy Demet says, are you guys doing Karen Brown's January Declutter Challenge? I am not, because I have been working on decluttering a little each day in here, or a little each week. Every week, I go through stuff, and I figure, okay, what do I want to do for giveaways? What do I want to toss? What do I need to toss out? Or what can I give away? Or Sean and Tasha's new, or so 15 minutes every day in January challenge. See, that is something I pretty much already do anyway. Because I tell the hubby and son that when we get done working and I get upstairs because I work from home on the computer and everything. So when I get upstairs, I'll take care of the animals by getting them fed, because I try and take care of the dogs. I'm feeding them. And then I try and get little Loki Bear's diaper changed, take him outside, and then I do some dishes. And then I come in here and I require at least a half an hour to sit here in my sewing room, whether it be in cleaning, sewing, cutting, whatever I'm doing. So I pretty much already do that for at least a half an hour each day, but I probably will jump in there and do that, and I think I'm going to challenge somebody to do it with me. Who wants to be challenged? And I'll even document it every day if you guys want. Would you guys like that if I did like a quick little 15-minute video or 30-minute video each day of me recording of myself just in here doing whatever it is I'm going to do with some background noise? No. Oh, look at Melissa. She said, bring it on. Girl, you challenge then. You don't have to do a video if you don't want to and everything, but you challenge. You got to report back to me every day. I want to see something that you have done creative, whether it be on cutting or picking out fabrics or something, for 15 minutes each day, girlfriend. No, I do not want to do a software update right now. You can go away. I will take care of you after the live. Alrighty, so now we are at the point where I am pressing. Let's see if I can get this over here where you guys can see good enough. Yes, ma'am. I am determined that I'm going to get stuff accomplished. I have at least 7, if not more, whips that need tending to. I have this one here that I need to get the binding on. I have my Bargello that I need to finish, which is so close to being done. I just got a set of strips that I need to sew on to what I already have done, which is just one long seam, and then do a border around it, and then quilt, and then I'm just going to do straight stitch quilting on it, but then I still got to pick out a backing for it. So I gotta go to Joanne Fabrics in the wall, so I could probably pick out some purple backing while I'm there. Because, you know, it's already purple on the front, so it's got to have purple backing. I'm taking this time to make lots of lists, Laura says. Yes. And do you guys like the idea of, because this is something I've been discussing with a few of my moderators, and on the back side, and I'm thinking about doing up a like a calendar, even if it's just me writing it down and taking a picture and posting it, of what I want to work on throughout that month, and then every week give an update of what it is I'm going to get done for you guys. What's all going to be on my live streams, my recorded videos, stuff like that. My schedule, essentially. Do you guys like that idea? try to get myself more organized and more schedule oriented so that way there you guys know what to expect and when it's going to take place. Instead of all this wild craziness of just going by the seat of my pants. I'll be a little bit more organized this year. Not a lot more organized, just a little bit. I'm gonna be a little bit more organized because I got a lot of projects going on. I got 2 of the cotton cuts. I have Art East, and right now both of those are on standby until I get some of these other whips taken care of. Giovanna says, yes, I would love to see you every day. Yeah, I'm thinking just like a quick, 15, 30-minute live stream. Or if not a live stream, just a quick little recording. It'll probably just be like a quick little recording that I'll post every evening when I get done in here. What I'll do is I'll turn on my camera, I'll let it play while I'm in here. I'll let it record me while I'm in here doing whatever it is I'm doing. I'm not going to be talking or anything. Won't even have my mic on. And then I'll add music, approved music through YouTube and everything as a background noise for whenever I post it every evening. We'll say I'll post it by 8 p.m. my time, because by that time I'm getting in the front room and I am sitting down with my family and everything. So when I get in there, I can actually boot up my computer and get it posted. That way there, it keeps me held accountable every day in January. Because, I've already been doing recordings every day for you guys. So, be a way of me keeping this going. And I love that challenge. Now, Melissa, are we going to do the little fat quarter stakes? Where the little penalty of a fat quarter for each day you miss? Because, me and you both got tons of fat quarters, girl. Or should we do like a 10-inch square? Or do you want to do a fat quarter? Just do a live with background noise. All right. I don't know if I'll do a live, Giovanna, just because it takes a lot to set up a live stream. So I may just do a recording, because a recording wouldn't be nearly as difficult. Will you be scheduling any sew-ins this year? Ruth wants to know. Yes, I do have a few that I would like to do. And when I get ready to do those, or when I get that schedule made out and everything, then I will be letting everybody know. Okay, Melissa says, sounds good to her. Fat quarter is fine. Awesome sauce. And we both know what each other likes, so it'll make it more fun. Let's see, Yo Patty G, 15 minutes of sewing per day for the month of January. That's 7.75 hours. I can do that in a day. Girl, I do that on Saturdays and Sundays. My husband and son had to come pry me out of my sewing room to get me to do other family stuff. They're like, come on. They're like, that stuff is still going to be there when you're done. I'm like, no. I'm like, it needs to be done now. Like, but baby. I'm like, my viewers need to see. Oh, and I'm going to be finishing up his jacket this weekend. Lisa says, whoop, whoop. Last quilt completed for 2024. No tops left. 2025 is now full of possibilities. Yay! Congratulations, Lisa. You should do a little video showcasing a bunch of the things that you finished up in December. I think that'd be really awesome. Your viewers want to see. Gotta go. Hope everyone gets some sewing done today. Enjoy. So I did get a lot of his jacket done. Let me grab it and show you guys. Drew says, silly girl, you are, Danelle. So the jacket I was working on for my husband. Let me change my camera angle so I can put it on and show you guys. So the jacket I was working on for the hubby for Christmas. I actually got a lot of it done. Still needs a few adjustments. I bring up the camera. So there is the hood. And as you see, I already got the little drawstring portion added back in. I did a quilt binding on the two outsides here. There will be a zipper put in. I just had to go pick up the zipper from Joann Fabrics later because Amazon could not get it to me in time. And then, let me lower the camera some. Then we got the teal sleeves and then the back. He did already try it on. We got the pockets. And then I have the cuff right here that came off of the jacket. I had to quilt on, or had to serge onto the bottom and then add the zipper. But then the sleeves are a little too long, a little too short for him. He wants them to be about another 2 to 3 inches longer. Because, I mean, you see, they're perfect for me. And he's a 6-foot guy, so he needs longer sleeves. So I'm gonna take this cuff off. Thank you, guys. Hey, Kelly, how you doing? So I'm gonna take this cuff off. I'm just gonna try and it's just serged on, so I'm just gonna seam rip this off. Add about another 2 to 3 inches of this teal that I'm gonna quilt, and try to get everything lined up properly. If not, no biggie. It is what it is. And then I'm gonna serge this cuff back on. But yep, that is what my goal is. My goal is to finish up this jacket and that quilt this weekend. So my goal is to finish up my framed pinwheels, that jacket, and maybe get more work done on the Bargello, all depending upon and maybe get some work done on my Bargello. But let's see here. I missed some of the comments, so let's see. Hey, Kelly's Quilts and Cruises. I always want to say crafts and quilts. Bye, Ruth. Have a great day, honey. Laura says, Amy, it looks like you're getting closer. 10K, here you come. Let's go check it out and see where we're at. Let's see. You're getting so close. 9.99, girlfriend. She is very nice to see you all, and thank you for the welcome. Lisa says, quilted jacket looks really good. Thank you, love. Yeah, I don't really usually have a problem with Amazon, but for whatever reason, I ordered the quilted zipper. It's supposed to have been here the day after the last live stream I done of working on that, and then all of a sudden, it changed, like the next morning, it changed to where it's getting delivered on the 30th. I'm like, no. I'm like, I want it before then, which I might as well have just left it at that point and everything, but it is what it is. I'm like, I'm just going to go out to Joann's later and get one so I can get the jacket completed for him. Jordy says jacket is great. Kelly says great job, Danelle. It's gorgeous. See, June says great job on the jacket. Laura says Danelle, the jacket is amazing. Brenda says love the jacket. Danelle, now I want to make one for my son-in-law. Yeah, I've already made one for each of my boys and my youngest one's girlfriend. Amy says she is about 10 subscribers away. If you are not subscribed to Amy DeMett, please, 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 please go subscribe to her. She is an amazing content creator. She puts out amazing content. You get tutorials. You get like history lessons of quilts and of artists. There are like books that she would read that she would be inspired by, and she'll do something based upon that. Or artists that she would be inspired by, that she would do something based upon that. She'll create a quilt in her image of that art or that or whatnot, and it's just she gives like background stories to it. I love the stuff she puts out. Go check her out. Quasar, Auntie Michelle says hello. He's being all super quiet right now. So the chirps that you're hearing is actually Sky, my little budgie. Annette says you could add the print between the cuff and solid. Then you wouldn't have to match up anything. Ooh, that is a good idea. Huh. Add the print between the cuff and the solid. That is definitely something I could do. No, either the seams doesn't have to match up and everything. I like that idea. Thank you, Annette. I think I'll go with that. I'm going to audition at first and see what I think. But I do love that idea. That would be gorgeous. Kelly's Quilts and Cruises. I may work on the wolf quilt this weekend. I need to do some more Christmas tidying first so that I can access my cutting table. Lisa says, gotta go. Bye, everyone. Happy quilting. You too. Andrea says, Amazon was on strike. Yeah, I was still getting a lot of my stuff, but they were sending it through like the, gotta get that reheated. Oh, okay, it already is. Awesome. But gotta get my, like, I was still getting my subscription stuff and everything. But a lot of it was actually getting delivered by USPS instead of Amazon delivery. I ordered something yesterday for next day delivery, and it was delivered this morning. See here, Annette, I think that's a great idea. Or even put a strip of the print around the arm, somewhere near the elbow or upper arm. Nothing to match then. Amy's channel is fun. I love her. That's a really cool jacket. Thank you, Joyce. Amy says, Danelle, Laura's idea to add an armband is pretty cool too. Yes, it is. Then you don't have to reattach the cuff. That is true. I don't know. I'm going to play with ideas and see what I can come up with. I also got to consult with him because I want to make sure it's something he likes and that he's going to wear. I know the elbow area was an area that gets worn out easily and quickly on jackets. So I might make it down here and then reattach the cuff. I don't know. I'm going to play with ideas and figure it out. He would probably just say whatever's easiest, or he would even just tell me, you know, you don't even have to do it and everything. Because he's the type of guy that just doesn't want to add any extra stress or aggravation. But like I told him, this is no big deal for me to do. I want it to be perfect for him. Because he always makes everything perfect for me. My husband is a wonderful, loving husband that goes way out of his way to make sure I am 1% happy and comfortable and the least amount of stress I can be under to the best of his ability. So I love doing little special things for him like this. I don't know how far we're going to get on the whole, like, putting the binding on today, but we'll see. I figure I can go live until about noon, and then I'll try and end it. Let's see. Yeah, so many options, definitely. Amy, that's what I was thinking. Apparently, the Louisville post office was on strike since my package just sat there for 5 days. Oh, wow. Canada Post goes back to work after a month, and then Amazon goes on strike. Figures, right? Shipping this time of year is insane, right? Those folks definitely don't get paid enough. No, they don't, especially since they are delivering no matter what the weather is. And I've had my mailman tell me before that they only get like Thanksgiving Day and Christmas Day off, and that's the only holidays they get off. The rest they have to work on, guys. No matter what the weather is, all of the mail has to be delivered. I always try to give the most amount of slack as I can to my delivery people because I know they deal with a lot of crap. They had to deal with people's dogs that are not contained and taken care of properly. possible dog bites, rude people. They just have to deal with a lot of nonsense that they should not have to deal with. So whatever I can do to make their lives a little bit easier and not so fussy at them, then I'm willing to do. Let's see. By Lisa. Oh, Amy, I paid extra for shipping and still didn't get it. Oh, wow. That is crazy. Okay, she's still not there yet, guys. Come on. Come on. I know I gotta have some people in here watching that are not subscribed to Amy. Subscribe to Amy DeMett. Start being like Mama Debbie. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. If you are watching this on the replay and you are not subscribed to me, please subscribe. Because I am getting very close to hitting my 1K mark. If anybody has a channel in here, please don't hit exclamation selfie. That way there it shares your channel link where people can subscribe to you if you like, or if they would like. We're getting there, guys. We're about halfway done with a mile. Okay, Amy says, Donnell, thank you, friend. I've got to get moving and get to work. You're the best. I hope you had the most fun today. Thank you so much, Amy. Love you, honey. Have fun. Don't let work ruin things. Have fun. Melanie says, my hubby was a postal clerk in Navy 20 years. Hates mail. Girl, I hear ya. I believe it. I hate mail, too. The only reason why I like mail is whenever it's happy mail. That's the only mail I like. It's happy mail. And then whenever your parent dies or a family member dies, do you know you get nonstop harassed 24/7 by people wanting to buy your current home as well as their home? Say, dude, back up. I'm not selling either one right now. Go away. And if I was, I wouldn't be doing it for the little pennies you're wanting to offer me for it. I eventually will be selling this house and upgrading to a bigger, better home. But in the meantime, no, I don't want to sell my house. And if I did, I'd list it. Yes, Amy. Yes, thank you, Annette. She says, hit that thumbs up too, guys. Hitting that thumbs up really helps. Thank you for the update, Patty. She says Amy has 9.99. She's about 10 subscribers away, guys. Awesome sauce. Thank you, Joy. She says she paid the rent on her way in. Thank you, my love. And to anyone else anyone and everyone that shows all your hard work and commitment to my channel, I truly, truly appreciate it. Not even all that hard work, but keep coming back and watching and commenting and leaving your thumbs ups. If you don't like the comment, you leave a thought and you feel that it deserves a thumbs down, I appreciate that too, because I appreciate any input. Now, in January, okay, wait a minute. So, you had to work on getting you to 1,000. You worked so hard to support channel creators. Let's work on you. I understand, Droidy, and I figure people will subscribe when they're ready. And I'll get to 1K when it's my turn and everything. I'm not going to stress myself out and work myself up, because I was doing that all this month, guys. I really got myself all stressed out and everything, and especially whenever I wound up losing some, I really got bummed out for several days and lost my sojo and everything, guys. I'm like, I'll get to 1K when I get to 1K. I would really love to get to 1K, but if I don't right now, then that's completely okay. I'll get there when it's my time. I am just going to keep doing what I do making amazing videos. And I'm going to starting in January. I'm thinking Wednesday, we'll see how this goes, but every Wednesday I am wanting to put out a recorded video of a quilt block. I already have 4 quilt blocks right now that people have stated that they would like. One is a double pinwheel, the snail trail, the double wide Dresden, and the card trick. I'm going to start off with a double pinwheel, since that is the first one on my list. If there is a quilt block that you would love to see me make a tutorial on, and these are going to be 12-inch blocks. Hey, Janine. So these are going to be 12-inch blocks that I am going to make my videos of and everything. So the measurement will be a finished 12-inch or unfinished. Not for sure. We'll just see how that. It's probably going to be unfinished, but we'll see. But I am going to do 12-inch blocks, and that way there, as soon as I get 9 of them done up and everything, I'll put them together. It'll wind up being like a 36 by 36, unless I add sashing and borders. We'll see what I decide to do. But as I get 9 done, then I am going to put them into a quilt top, sandwich it, and quilt it on that next live stream. So that way there we can get a bunch of charity quilts done up for kids. Because my goal is I want to, next Christmas, take a bunch of quilt tops up to Ronald McDonald House to donate at my local Ronald McDonald House here in Detroit, which is like 15 minutes from my house. So I am, for anyone just coming in that has not heard already, I am asking for 5-inch squares. It could be a pieced 5-inch square, or it could just be a 5-inch square fabric. I bought one of those bias makers like you have, but I did not know what size to get, so I got the extra large. I just read the box, and it takes 3.5-inch strips. I wanted to take 2.5-inch strips. So I'm not really for sure. This one here does 2-inch. If I do 2.25, it's too much for it. It bunches up a lot. So 2-inch seems to be the happy place for this one here. And the back says 25 millimeters. So ooh, guys, we're almost to the end. This is the last of it right here. And then I just got to go back and... Yeah, I actually bought the 4-pack that came with looked like the ice pick and everything with it, Andrea, off of Amazon. I think it might have been like a Madam Sewing or something like that. I don't know. So I am doing the one new project that I am going to start up, and that is the prayer quilt for my mother. Come on. I'm going to make a prayer quilt for my mom, and I'm asking anybody that would like to include a prayer square with your name signed on to it to please send me a 5-inch square. It could be pieced, or it could be just a 5-inch piece of fabric with your name either written or sewn or embroidered on there. And that way there, you can be included in the prayer quilt of letting my mom know that everybody loves her and is thinking of her and praying for her while she is dealing with all this for the liver cancer and cirrhosis of the liver and everything, while she gets treatments and everything. And hopefully we get her back to 100% or as close to it as we can get. Whew, okay, we're at the end. Back at the beginning now. Woo! That was a lot. Okay, so now I can put this back away. I just keep this right here in my drawer. We're almost to the point of actually putting the binding on. Now, at this point, you could go ahead and put the binding on and just fold it over like this right here as you go. But I like to try and use the bias binding tape thingy to put the insides down, and then I go back and I just try and press this down so the way there it gives me that nice beautiful crease. The first thing I'm planning on doing for 2025 is a complete 3 UFOs before I start a new project. Oh, to complete 3 UFOs before she starts a new project. I hear you, Judy. Brett says, I can never get the hang of those clips, so I do the old-fashioned way of using several very straight pins. Brett, I actually just hold it, sew a little bit, hold it, sew a little bit. That works the best for me. I used to do the pins, I used to do the clips, and it got to a point where I never came out straight at the end. Good morning, Cindy O'Rose. I do not recall seeing your name in here before. Good morning, good morning. Thank you for coming and hanging out with us. Where is it that you are watching from, Cindy? I am in Michigan. Aw, Mama, you were not supposed to hear that. You're supposed to be working, young lady. Well, you're still not getting it until it's done. This is what happens when you try to do a surprise for your mama and you give her access to your to see your channel. Oh well, that's okay. It just makes her more excited seeing it all come in and get work done. Let's see. Janine says 2025 is the beginning of my new, bigger sewing room. Started moving things today. So excited. Awesome sauce. Mama says, do I have a break just in time to hear that I didn't hear that part? I don't know what you're talking about. I just got back on. No worries, Mama. Oh, okay, Cindy. Oh, Rose says I changed my name. It was Cindy Ogilvy, but no one can pronounce it. Did I ever pronounce it right? No worries, Mama. I love you. Mama, you don't have to leave. You can stay. Oh, silly girl. Let's see. Judy says, Jordy, I have about 7 UFOs and I figured I would repeat it in June. Yeah, I am going to do work on my UFOs during the month of January. I also have a commission quilt that she said not really, but that's okay. Sorry, Cindy Rose. Rose is much easier. I'm not very good with pronunciations. I'm so sorry. I hate strings. Strings drive me bonkers. Hi, baby Sky. Hi, baby Sky. Hi, big chicken. Hi, big chicken. Quasar's eating right now. We got Quasar eating. And Sky is doing something in the back of his cage. And then Kiwi looks to be harassing Sky. Aw. Alrighty, Annette. Take care, honey. She says, darn, time for me to go. Judy says, I have a commission quilt to get done by March, so I would need to start that too. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out the layout and how I want to do it because the entire center of the quilt, which is where the top will be for the mattress, is all going to be like the 1st Cavalry emblem. Has like a rounded off triangle type of shape with a black stripe going diagonal and a horse's head up on the one corner. And so I'm going to be appliquing that. And I'm going to do this as a quilt as you go. And then I'm going to be adding on, because he wants all the rest of it, the background and all the rest of it, all to be solid black. So, and it's going to be a queen size quilt. So it's going to be a decent size quilt. So I figure if I do the quilt top, or do the top of the mattress portion, the center portion all first, then I can do that as a whole lot easier for doing quilts as you go, and then just do straight line quilting for all the borders going around it. Just do nice big chunky borders going all the way around. So that way there, it probably wind up being like, I don't know. Kind of thinking, leaning towards like maybe 5 to 10 inch borders on each side and on top and bottom, so that way they got tons of hangover. Because he's got like one of those, his bed has like that mattress that's like super high up mattress. So it needs to have a lot of hangover. I'm thinking probably 10-inch strips of black on each side for the overhang. And then it'd just be black on the back. So I figured just straight line quilting on it. Because I did not charge to send it out to get it quilted, so, which was my mistake, because otherwise I would have just charged for that and then sent it out to have it quilted, but it is what it is. So I'll just do it as a quilt as you go. Janine, girl, if you telling me, I have already vowed no more pineapple quilts. None. No. I'll do the pineapple quilt block, the piecing block that looks all crazy, wild and crazy and everything. That one I'll do, but no, and I'm not even crazy about that one. But I'll do it. I'll probably do that in my tutorial. But no, we are not doing any more pineapple on my channel. No pineapple, anything on my channel. Let's see. Hey, Brenda Foley says, I forgot you was live. I have signed up for the Judy Niemeyer Block of the Month with Pink Door. Excited. My only goal next year and prepping for retreats. Yay! Judy says, oh, that sounds like a cool one. Mine is a t-shirt quilt. This is a throw size. Awesome sauce. I love throw sizes. I'm not crazy about doing queen size quilts, but I'll do them. But let me show you guys the picture that it will be and everything. I have the picture saved in my thing here. So this is what I'll be doing. This is going to be, so behind the horse, as you can see in this picture here, that's yellow. There we go. So that is the design of what the center will be. Oh, Brett, I love pineapple on pizza. I'm just referring to no pineapple quilts. Definitely pineapple on my pizzas. I love a good Hawaiian or there's a barbecue chicken pizza that has pineapple on it, which is really, really phenomenal. And then there's also the Hawaiian pizza. I love both of those. Put a heart in the chat if you love pineapple on your pizza. And put a Smiley face if you do not. Brenda says, pineapple upside down cake. Laugh aloud. Trying to figure out a keto version. I'm going to not lie, Brenda. I have never had a pineapple upside down cake before. Usually whenever I do cake, it is something along the lines of like an Italian cream, a red velvet, a carrot cake, German chocolate, something of that form. Hey, Brenda says yes. Michelle and Judy says no. Cindy Rose says yes. Lisa Quilter, Swirly Quilter says no. So we are 3 for 2 now. I know you guys were planning on watching me sewing the binding on, but I'm working on it. Brenda says my husband's favorite. So then Brenda counts for 2 because her husband loves it too. My channel, my rules. Andrea says yes. Laura says no. And Cora says, my mom made her pineapple upside down cake in her iron skillet. Oh, wow. Cindy Rose says, pineapple upside down cake, very easy and fancy looking at the same time. Awesome sauce. I'll have to look into it. Now, tomorrow we will be getting back to my hand quilting. Hey, Nikki B. I know you were here earlier. I don't know if you've been here the whole time or not, but hi. Says pineapple upside down cake is delicious and easy. Hawaiian pizza is my favorite. Yum. Yes, my husband and son, anytime they order pizza, they always get a pineapple, and Hawaiian pizza because I love it. And normal marinara pizza sauce gives me a lot of heartburn anymore. So I eat that because it doesn't give me the heartburn. Brenda says, I may have mentioned I was assistant manager at a Pizza Hut. Pineapple and Canadian bacon was a change of pace. Oh, wow. I do not recall you mentioning that, but that is cool. Katie says, no pineapple for her. She's allergic to it. Hey, Patricia Browning. She says, I made a tres le cake for hubby for his birthday. Awesome sauce. I know I said that wrong, and I am so sorry. Sad whenever I took French and I can't speak most of it anymore. Brenda Foley says, sorry, hubby's favorite is pineapple upside down cake. No worries. I love pineapple and it is the only fruit that will eat you back. Oh my goodness gracious. Now exactly what do you mean by it will eat you back, Michelle? Are you saying it's a good dietary food? A good fat burner? Andre says, I make mine in a bundt cake pan that have a sugar-free yellow cake mix and splendid brown sugar, so make it so my husband and I can have it. Awesome. I'm going to have to try that in that direction because I'm trying to lose some weight, so I don't want to be eating too much more junk or anything. Just finishing out the Christmas stuff, and then I'm going to be dieting. My doctor already put me onto a pill to take daily, and so that way I try to drop some pounds because I gotten a little too chunky around the midsection. My jeans are getting tight, so it's time to start dropping. I don't have any set goal for it. Just how much of it I can drop, I drop. Hey, JK, how you doing? I am just pressing my binding so I can get it ready to go. Cutting some loose strings as I go through it. Brenda says, I don't eat wheat and the pineapple has so many carbs. No, no for me. Okay. Michelle says, bromelain breaks down proteins that are part of the mucus lining of your cheek. Oh. How is Miss Joyce JK today? I gotta specify because I got both Joyces in here. Woo, guys, we are about to start applying my binding. Alrighty. We are done with the ironing. Cindy O'Rose says, yep, the enzyme in it can cause pineapple mouth if you're absurd. That is crazy. And see, I always thought fruits were supposed to be good for you. Joyce, Mama is doing okay right now. She goes for her biopsy on the what was it? Get this stuff out of my way. Don't want to run it over. I'm running out of space to put stuff. Let's see. I had to put my coffee cup over there. So Mama goes for her biopsy this coming Friday, so that way there, we can find out whether it's her liver cells or whether it, let me start over. Whether it's just her liver cells that are affected, or if it's her liver and bile cells. So she will be going for the biopsy this coming Friday. And then I think I'm going to move my iron completely because I don't want to knock it over. Hey, Mona. Mona, Mona, Mona. There we go. Get this up here. So what you could do, if you have one of my binding spools, you can actually start at one end by putting it through the hole here. We got this slit here in the center. And slide this right through here. I just put my finger over here and hold it down, and then wrap. Oops, come on. Just start the wrapping right over it. Holding it until I get a couple of strips going around. Hey, Deb S. As long as I stick to it, keto works for me. Problem is, I don't stick to it. Yeah, I'm usually horrible about not sticking to stuff, but at least not with dieting, because I get too many temptations, especially around the holidays. That's the reason why I'm waiting until after New Year's to really get serious about it. And then we just keep rolling and rolling and rolling. And you could put this onto a spindle or a spool or whatever you want. Or you can put like a ribbon through the center and wear it around your neck. I have not tried that method, but it seems like it would be a good idea. I did find out with this diet pill, if you do not stay hydrated. Oh, Andrea says she puts tape on the end and then starts wrapping. That is also a really good idea. I did not think of that, Andrea. Thank you. I am going to do a tutorial on this later on today. Here shortly after my live stream, I'm going to record a tutorial on this. So that way there I can, because I've had a few people ask me. Actually, one of my members has asked me because she bought a bunch of these for Christmas or for gifts for people. So she is wanting to be able to include the link for a tutorial on it. So I'm going to get that recorded today and posted. Girl, same here. It was 57 this morning when I got up. I'm like, what is going on here? So let's see here. I missed a few comments. So let me jump back up so I can grab them really quick. Andrea says, I lost 100 pounds just by cutting out sugar completely, cutting my carbs in half, and drinking lots of water. Yeah, I have cut myself back down to 1 cup of coffee a day. I refuse to cut out my flavored creamer because that's the only sugar I have in my coffee, and I had to have sweet coffee. But I am slowly cutting back to how much I put in it. And I don't do any additional sugar, just the flavor creamer. And I want to start cutting out a lot of stuff that is really bad for me so I can get better. Thank you, Mona. I just seen your comment of prayers for Mama. Let's see here. Mona says, I don't diet. Yeah, I have to because all the weight on me is actually hurting my back, and I don't want to have a back fusion, a lower back fusion, which the doctor already did say that I will get to that point at some point if I don't take better care of myself. So I want to get better at being healthier and everything. Plus, it helps and everything because that way there I'm not in as much pain then. The more I move, the less I hurt. Especially in the wintertime, because as of right now, it really hurts a lot when it's really cold out. Hey, Brenda says, I've been keto for almost 5 years. I initially lost 87 pounds, healed my type 2 diabetes and thyroidism. Blood work is perfect now. That is amazing, girl. I'm so proud of you. That is absolutely amazing, Brenda. I may need your help on this then. Bathroom is clean now. Dust. I looked and shouldn't have done that, then vacuum. I'll be dead soon. Girl, no you won't. No dying around here. Andrea says, I would probably strangle myself if I tried hanging it around my neck. I want to try it just as out of curiosity to see how it works. I gotta try it. About 20 years ago, my sister went from 400 to 200 in less than a year just by not eating anything white. First time I say her, I thought she was on drugs. See her, I thought she was on drugs. Oh, wow. Nikki says, I refuse to diet. I love my Dr. Pepper. I try to make myself walk every day. It was easier when I worked in town. Now that I'm retired, I don't have a place to walk. I'm sorry. Laura says, praying for Mama. Joyce says, well, it's nap time for me. See y'all later. Have a nice day. You too, honey. Yeah, I love my coffee, and I was drinking like 3 or 4 cups a day. I have now cut myself down to 1 cup a day. And that's first thing in the morning. When I'm done with that, then and most days now, I don't even finish that 1 cup. So I had this all wrapped up on the spool. What you can do if you are storing this is there has this slit up here at the top. What you could do is you could actually put your binding, the end of your binding right into that slit. and it'll hold it there. That way there, it keeps it nice and organized in there. If you wanted some extra tension and everything, or not tension, but extra security, in case it came undone, you could actually put a pin in it right there, and that way help keep the end down there. But since I'm about to use this, I don't really need that. And I don't really have anything to put through here right now other than some ribbon that I gotta find. So we are just gonna set this off to the side and unroll it as I go. But at the same time, it keeps it off the floor, out of the messy way. It's 33 out. Can just start seeing a little bit across the street. So foggy today, June says. Water therapy is great for back pain. Yeah, but my biggest problem is first thing in the mornings, I'm like super stiff and everything. My back and hips are because of the back surgery and the arthritis and everything that's set in. So that water therapy isn't something I can possibly do and everything, especially during the work week. I just been doing yoga stretches right now but I want to start incorporating some yoga stretches because yoga is really good for losing weight. I need to clean, but my daughter is having a friend spend the night. I will wait until tomorrow. Karen T says that's what my brother's doctor told him. No white food. Awesome. I'll have to look into that. I have lost 45 pounds so far. I have 50 more to go. Awesome, June. I use an old-fashioned wooden spool when I can find it. I'm thinking about having my son and husband 3D print me out something where it'd be like this thread stand over here that I use for my big spools, but like that diameter, because that fits perfectly down in the center here. Because that spindle in the middle fits perfectly down here. And something about having them 3D print out like a little stand for that to sit on top of. So that way there, it could sit out to the side, and I obviously did not have that tightened down good enough before I did that, but it's okay. So, I will be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. I gotta do a bio break. Yeah, I thought your dad was exaggerating a little on the 2.5 hours as well, but that's I'm like, I haven't been live 2.5 hours, and you were sleeping on the couch 2.5 hours. All right, guys, sorry about that. Had to go potty. My bladder was not waiting. Let's see. Everybody's talking about the foods again and all. Have you ever tried the cauliflower crust, Brenda? I have tried the cauliflower rice, and I love it. Okay. we are going to start on this. And I am just going to pick a corner. Let's see. And I got 6 across and 7 down. So I need to see which way is which. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so this is going to be the top. We're going to come down here to the bottom. And first thing I'm going to do is stitch in, secure in my, so I'm trying to do this where you guys can see. Give me just 1 second to adjust. Oops. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my label that I created. It says Piece by Donnell Stevens, designed by Andrea Jean-May, and quilted by Donna Struntz, 2024. I am going to place this where I want it. And then I am going to go ahead and just do a 1/4 inch seam, stitching down the 2 sides where the binding is going to be. And then later I'll go back and I'll hand quilt this side down. So that way there, when I go to do the binding in a few moments, then this will already be 100% secured. So I don't have to worry about this moving around on me whenever I'm putting the binding on. Trying to keep this so that way that you guys can have a good view of what I'm doing. Hey, everybody's still talking about the foods and everything, that cutting out the white foods and stuff. Okay. Trim out the strings. Use my pair of scissors over here to cut the, or snips off to cut this off. Alrighty. So I got that onto the bottom of my quilt. I'm going to start the binding on the side. Now, I don't know how well this is going to work with the camera right here, but we are going to try this, guys. You may not be able to see all of it, but you're going to be seeing me here doing it and hanging out with me while I do this. I like to start off with a little excess of 6 inches. Have excess 6 inches up here before I actually start sewing it. This is what I do. A little fiddly on getting started for this binding technique that I do, which I've already done a tutorial on how I go about doing this. So you could glue base or pin base or whatever you want to do. I just use my fingers and hold it. I've heard some people do like a glue basting and some people do like a pin basting. It's all preference on what is your cup of tea and all. Hey, Pieces, Love, and Quilting. I cannot remember your name for the life of me right now, so if you don't mind, put that in the chat. I believe it's Courtney, if I'm not mistaken. Let me know if I'm correct or not. Yes, Joyce. Oh my gosh, that was so much fun watching them last night. That was hilarious. Especially where Rebecca and Ian both lay down on the floor. That was so much fun. No worries, Brett. Talk to you later, hon. Okay, yes, it is Courtney. Thank goodness. I am not really doing the binding spool how it should be right now. So that's because I don't have it on a spindle. And that's okay. Might wind up having to turn off this camera for the tabletop if it gets too much in the way. So I'm going to try to leave it on so you guys can actually watch me what I'm doing, but no guarantees. Let's see how that goes. I'm just doing a little at a time. Oops. Hey, so Terry. Okay, awesome sauce. Thank you, Courtney. I'm glad I got it right. I hate it whenever I get people's names wrong. I try to get everyone's names right, but it's not always easy to do. So Terry says, saying hi and bye, have plans, give a thumbs up, see you when I see y'all. Yes, ma'am. Thank you for coming hanging out with us. You're awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Ooh, all this cotton in here is bugging my nose. And let me show you guys the binding and all, because I got enough of it done up where I can show you guys. So this is the binding. And as you can see, I got both sides attached all in one seam. There we go. That's better. So I got both sides attached all in one seam. And I've shown this on my bowl cozies and everything of how I do it, because that's just the easiest way to show it. You can put your spool in a bowl or a basket between your feet on the floor, lay it on its side. It unrolls perfectly as you need it. Oh, awesome sauce. I did not think of that. See, that's why I keep you guys around, so y'all can give me good ideas. My quilt label is getting hung up on the knob on the drawer. I'm like, what keeps pulling my quilt? Hey, as you probably heard, I just started going over the label on the back. And this is actually the very first label I've ever actually handwritten on, I believe. I think everything else has always been sewn or embroidered, I mean. So I think this is probably the first label I've actually ever handwritten onto one of my quilts. Now when I get here to the corner, I'm just going to backspace and cut my threads. I hope that is not the only reason you keep us around. Girl, no. Oh, goodness gracious, you're so silly. But definitely not the only reason I keep you guys around. I keep y'all around because I love your company. And I love sharing stuff with you guys. If it had a bigger opening in the middle, you could use a self-standing paper towel holder. Oh, that is a good idea too. So I now have this on half of one side, maybe even a little more than half. And as you can see, here's my label. And when I get this all quilted, or once I get this all bound, I'll come back and I'll hand stitch this down today. Yeah, I only have one of the standing spool holders, so I either need to get one or I'll just have my son 3D print me one. Be a quick and easy thing for him to 3D print. Won't take much time at all. Or if you were Crocs, you could stick a small something through it and put it in holes in Crocs. Yeah, I don't do Crocs. Okay, so I got the corner started, so that way there I can get this on here. And we're going to backspace. Come on. This thing is heavy, guys. Just cutting off some of the overhang off of that label there. I'm going to make sure my binding goes on nice and straight with no issues. Hey, let's see. Ain't nothing else new in here yet. Hey, Joe. Good morning. Let's see. Oops. That's not a touchscreen, guys. Andrea says, I wear Crocs, but I sew barefooted, so that would not work for me. Yeah, I sew barefooted or with socks on. Now, who in here put a heart in the chat if for New Year's Eve you follow the tradition that I've always heard that you should, you know what, this is getting all tangled up, all twisted up. I mean, let me know in the chat if you guys eat black-eyed peas and cabbage for New Year's. I was always told by my mom that that helps bring good health and good wealth to you for the new calendar year. So I'm curious of who in here does that. Janine says, nope. Mona says, nope, never heard of that. Hey, Kathleen. How you doing? Well, there goes that organization. We always have Chinese on New Year's. Awesome. Courtney says, I might disappear for a few minutes to meet up with a client for a digitizing order that I am doing for them. Awesome sauce. Mona says, we eat pork and sauerkraut, and I am missing some of this. Got to jump back up. Let's see. Cora says, nope. Mona says, we eat pork and sauerkraut. Lisa Swirly Quilter says, pork and sauerkraut here. Teresa says, collard greens, ham, and black-eyed peas. Awesome sauce. Let's see. Laura says, we do Chinese here for New Year's. Andrea put a heart, meaning that she does the black eyed peas and cabbage. Judy says, I heard that too, but I eat split pea soup for green for wealth. Awesome sauce. Patricia Brownie says, we do black eyed peas and cornbread. And Kathleen says, just finished making soup so I can keep sewing today. Keeps the mob happy. Definitely. Michelle says, it is pork, black eyed peas, and some sort of greens and cornbread. Oh, okay. My mom always told me black eyed peas and cabbage. And the cabbage always had like bits of ham left over from Christmas in it. I'll eat black eyed peas, but the area I live in, it's eaten with collards, and I definitely don't eat those. Nikki says, nope, I don't eat those, but heard black eyed peas. Joyce JK says black eyed peas and collard pork roast. Mom would put a dime in the peas, and whoever got it got good luck the new year. Awesome sauce. Sauerkraut is cabbage, so you are covered. Andrea says, I canned black eyed peas and ham this year. I also canned collards and bacon, so I might just open a jar of each and eat them up and call it good. Yes, ma'am. Pork is for forward motion and advanced in the new year. Black eyed peas is for Heine coins and financial windfall. Greens is for crisp dollar bills. Cornbread is for wealth and gold. Awesome! I did not know that. Mona says, Joyce, did anyone swallow dime on accident? Hey, Gladys. How you doing, hon? I am just stitching on my binding, finally. It took me like all this time today to get this all pressed and prepped, ready to go. As well as all my hooting and hotting and talking. Now you get a whole lot more stuff done when you're not jibber-jabbing. Mona says, I'm making bean soup in the morning. Awesome. And my husband would probably be making some soup beans for the next few days. Using the bone from the ham. And then some of his cornbread. So I love having his ham with... Oops. My camera is all out of whack over here. Sorry, guys. Let's see. I had a friend that always wore red underwear on New Year's Eve. She said it was supposed to bring good luck. I'm definitely wearing red underwear this year. Oh, that is so funny. I've never heard that before, and that is hilarious. But I'm not going out and buying all that many red underwears. Mona goes, does pink count? Pink is a shade of red. See, Kathleen says, love bean soup. Today's soup is homemade sausage and potato kale from the patch. Ooh, that sounds delicious, Kathleen. So I'll send you my address so you can deliver some to me or have some delivered. That sounds amazing. Oh, we are almost to the corner, guys. I think I'm going to have to discontinue that one camera in a moment. Yo, Patty G says, does Granny Panties come in red? Oh my goodness gracious. Yo, Patty G, you so silly. Laura says, I'm not sure, Patty. We're going to go with pink counts. I'm going to take the nomination for that and say yes, pink counts. Because pink is a shade of red. because you had to have red to make pink. We were just issued a tornado warning, so I need to see what is going on. Bye, hon. Take care. Please stay safe. Keep me posted later that you're okay and all. Please. Okay, as soon as I get down here to this corner, I am going to be ending this. Hey, Auntie Patty, you're still alive. Hi, sweetie, she says. Hello, yes. I decided to go a little extra today because I'm working on this quilt. I want this quilt done. I showed everybody your beautiful Christmas card that you sent me. Laura says, I'm willing to try anything for 2025. It's going to be a great year. Yes, ma'am. It's got to be better than what it's been for everybody across the board. 2024 has been a heck of a year. See, no worries at all, Auntie Patty. Yeah, I'm actually going to just stay on, finish this up. I might as well. Let y'all see the 100% complete finished thing. And my other camera froze. Okay. Yep. Okay, let me... There we got back now. Okay. I'm just going to stay on and finish this on here because I only have 1.5 sides left to do. And then my quilt will be 100% done and ready for my bed. And if that camera freezes up again, then I will see that is the binding, which is the same thing as the backing. That is the front of the binding. And I am sewing both sides on at the same time. I will go back and double check all the back to make sure it's all down in case I have to do a little touch up. Occasionally it'll move on me. But for the most part, I never really have a problem with it, with this method. But I still like to go back and double check just to make sure that I did not miss anything. Try and get all of that one side all into my lap. And keeping the rest of the weight over here on my table, on my side table. There we go. So what I'm doing is I have my binding spool sitting over here. And I have it some unraveled and sitting in my chair. So that it's sitting in my chair right beside of me. That way there, I can keep this rolling. Rolling, rolling, rolling. I like that black and yellow quilt. Thank you, Auntie Patty. That is actually, so this here is actually let's see. Okay, I'm going to turn this camera off for a second. That way there I can bring you guys over here and show it to y'all. A little bit of a close-up. And it froze up again. I swear to goodness gracious, this camera. There we go. So that is what you're seeing as a black fabric. That is actually that fabric there. So, and it is little yellow pieces in between each little strip. So that way there it separates it and creates like this block. And let me bring this back over here now. See if we can't get you guys situated over here where the quilt is not going to get interfered with this camera. There we go. That should be better. Yes, I do too, Auntie Patty. Daisies remind me of my grandmother because her backyard was lined in daisies. Like all three sides of her backyard was nothing but daisies. It was crazy and so gorgeous. It's like that's what I remember from her backyard every year. She was really big into plants. She had the most massive green thumb I've ever seen anyone ever have in my life. Now, who in here loves the scent of lavender? Because for my upcoming sale, I'm going to be making some special lavender sashes to sell for like closets and dressers you're hanging up in your car or in a room or whatever, wherever it is that you like and everything. In your sewing room, whatever makes you feel happy, in your bathroom, whatever. I'm going to be making up some for myself. This is going to be something brand new that I have not made before. So you guys are going to have first opportunity on my sale. My big sale is next Saturday, which is the 4th, I do believe. Michelle, can you double check that date for me? I believe it's the 4th. I need to trim up these very long strings here. Yeah, I have a lot of outdoor plants. I don't really keep indoor plants because of the cats and the dogs. There's just so many plants that cats and dogs are allergic to, so I don't ever try and keep plants in the house. Okay, awesome sauce. Thank you, Michelle. I just want to make sure I was saying the right date. Ooh, and then my mom and dad. Ugh, that camera, I swear to goodness gracious. I'm just going to turn that camera off. The thing is making me mad. I'm going to try it one more time. Usually I'd never had this much problem with it. I don't know what is going on. There we go. I don't know what's going on with that camera today. It keeps freezing up on me. And it did it again. Okay, we're just going to turn that camera off. And you guys are just going to have to look at me. Let's see. We will come over here. And I will rearrange my camera a little bit. There we go. Excuse the messiness over there. Y'all can look at this side. There he goes. That way there. Fits that up and everything. As long as this camera doesn't fail me, we're good. I'm just like, I want this quilt 100% done because all it needed was a binding and the label. But I wanted this quilt completely done so that way there I could be able to get it all fixed up and onto my bed tonight. Or after my stream, actually. And when I dropped this, I did break it. So I had to have my husband fix it or print me a new one. It can easily be fixed by glue. I like super glue. If you drop it and it breaks, just this piece right here broke off. So I know once I get the binding off and everything, it's going to come off. But that's okay. Just unrolling some more of this till I can have them print me out a proper thread spool stand. Or binding spool stand. Which would be a great thing to add to it. Like a little combo pack, or the spool sold by itself. So, what batting do you use? So for Trisha, I normally use just some Quilter's cotton or whatever is on sale, like the 80/20, pre-cut to like a king size. For this one here though, I did bamboo because that is what my husband wanted in our quilt. It is much more expensive. It was like $45 for the queen size bamboo batting. But it's what my husband wanted, so it was well worth it. Like for my husband, bamboo is a lot better for temperature regulation while you're sleeping. Helps keep you from getting too overheated. And keeps you, as well as keeping you warm. And with me having nice sweats, that would be temperature regulation would really help. Ooh, I am about to be doing the outside, guys. I'm excited. Which means in about 30 minutes, this will be on my bed. I say 30 because then I got to end the live stream and go and get some clean bedding so I can change out the bedding. Make it look all nice and pretty and gorgeous. And then do a quick little picture or a video to post of it being on my bed, 100% done. I'm super excited about. This quilt here has been a long process going, but I've loved every moment of it because a lot of it was also me testing out the pattern and then figuring out the design for going around the border, which is these flying geese that myself and a few others came up with. Good morning, Charlotte. How you doing? Judy says, I want to try bamboo, just haven't gone together to get a bag. Yeah, I kind of just got mine off of Amazon. And I will, after the live stream, I will add that link where I got that. Oh, man. Still got a whole nother side to do before I got the last side. I thought I was done. Oh, well. We'll get there. At 5 o'clock today, I got to go over to Grandma's next door to help her get ready because she's got her church thing in the morning. And she had surgery on her wrist, the carpal tunnel surgery. So I've been helping her out with bathing and dressing and preparing her nose and stuff. I love being able to help her. Charlotte says, pretty colors now. Thank you so much, Charlotte. I absolutely love these fabrics. I love it's like complete autumn colors. Reds, browns, greens, golds. Reminds me of the color of the leaves changing colors. It's a great feeling when the bed is all pretty. Yes, it is. Charlotte says, getting over COVID, y'all be careful. It's going around again. I know. My husband was just telling me about that yesterday. Oh, my throat is dry from all the talking. So just for a little update, anybody that would like to send me a 5-inch square of fabric with your name signed on it, I am creating a prayer quilt for my mother for her because of her liver cancer. So if you would like to get my address so you can mail it to me and everything, you just put a 5-inch square. It could be a piece or it could be just a 5-inch square of fabric. Just make sure your name is on it, whether it be a Sharpied or written on it or whatever. Whether a Sharpie, ink pen, whatever you want to use, micro pen, or thank you, Michelle, for dropping my email, or embroidery, or whatever you want to do. Just some way or another of having your name on it. If you don't, then I'll add it on there when I get it. And so Cora, hubby loved his jacket. And I do got to make a few adjustments to it because the sleeve is about 2 inches too short. So I'll be getting that taken care of this coming Wednesday night. I'm thinking Wednesday, or I might just do it offline and then just show you guys the finished product when it's 100% done. I did show it a little bit earlier. So if you go back and catch the replay, you'll be able to see me showing it off. He absolutely loved it. I wasn't 100% for sure if he was going to like it with the teal. So I was glad when he did. So I was a little iffy on that. I'm like, that is a gorgeous color teal. And I love it, but didn't know if he was going to love it. Because he was some more of like the reds, dark blues, blacks, grays, traditional guyish colors. Not so boom out there in your face. I'm just trimming out some long threads that have frayed from the fabric because this thing has been sitting undone for quite some time. Not completed. Awesome sauce, Judy. Thank you. Says, I have a package to send you on Monday. Awesome sauce. Now, somebody sent me a package that is showing to be coming from New York. I don't know who it is. My first thought was Mike, and I asked him, and he said it's not him. There's not a whole lot of New Yorkers I know that I'm aware of. Goodness gracious. Great balls of fire. Woo. All that cotton in here is getting to me. Janine goes, was it me? Man, I was hoping you were sending me some batiks. Oh, Janine. Janine, my girl. Did you see my husband's jacket? Did you see it? Because remember, I got that fabric from you. Looky, Janine. The Day of the Dead fabric. But since you have not seen it, let me put on this jacket so, girl, you could see the full-blown effects of this beautiful jacket. So we have the hood. And the inside of the hood has that fabric. And then we have, so I used a zipper jacket, just a zipper spring type jacket as the template to cut the seams. There's the pockets from the jacket. I got to go buy a zipper to install and make the sleeves about 2 to 3 inches longer. And then add in the bottom cuff down here like I did for the, and I reused every ounce of the jacket. So this is the cuff from the jacket that I cut out. So I'm going to, so I actually did not use a pattern, Janine. I just used a zipper spring type hoodie or a spring type jacket. And then the only part of the jacket I did not use for this was the zipper. And then I did quilt batting. I actually have, it was like the last couple of live streams I did was where I was working on that and I explained my whole steps and everything. The first one was me cutting up the jackets. I use a jacket, like a springtime zip-up jacket, that is about 2 sizes too large for the person. And then, yeah, Rachel Nelson actually taught me the method, myself and several others over in one of Becca's Zoom meetings a couple years ago. And so I've made a couple of jackets like that ever since. And I absolutely love it. It's not like super middle of Michigan, gonna keep you warm. But on like 40 and 50-degree weather days, it'll keep me warm. And as well as, I was like, ooh. I'm like, do you know that that fabric is now no longer being made and is a collector's item now, Janine? So if you have any of that fabric left, girl, save it. Because some people have told me that that fabric, that Day of the Dead fabric is now going for like $200 on Facebook Messenger. Whether people are actually paying that price, I don't know. I know I wouldn't. But it's super gorgeous fabric. But Alexander Henry is no longer making any of that fabric since he passed away, and his kids are selling off that business. Just discontinuing the business, his fabric lines, everything. I guess from what I heard, they're only keeping like 1 or 2. Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, I was like, when I found this out, I'm like, man, I should have bought more. Like, I knew I should have bought more from you. I think it was like 3 yards I got off of you for that one. And I used a lot of it for that jacket. I used about a yard and a half for the sleeves. And then all the rest was nothing but the main fabric. And then I used some of the Spider-Man fabric that I got from you to make my youngest son a pair of pajama pants for Christmas. My personal opinion, I think, and it was my first time making pajama pants. And I used a pair of his jeans as a template. And I feel that I made them a little too big, like around the waist, as well as too long in the leg. But he tried it on here at Christmas morning and he loved it. So he said it's perfect just the way he likes it. I'm like, okay. I did do a drawstring on it, so. We are almost to this knit corner, and yes, so this knit side is definitely going to be the final side. I just double checked before speaking up about it. There we go, cut off the loose threads there. Oh, definitely, Janine. She said, there you go. If he's happy, that's all that matters. That is definitely true. Oops. I don't know what happened over here. My needle thread all of a sudden got super tight. Would not come through. I don't know why, but that thread spool stand keeps on having the thing coming loose. Okay. Yep. Completely broke it this time. So, may have to have my husband and son rethink this, that little part of the design. I do love that design. Just if you drop it, then it breaks. You can easily super glue it right back down. But I gotta talk to the guys, see about the aspect of building that and everything, see if there's anything we can do to make that a little bit more secure or something. Alrighty. We are on our last side, guys. Sorry to keep y'all here so long. I know a lot of other channels are going live today and everything, but I know also that Russ was not because he is not feeling good. And I've not seen any notification that Tammy went live, so the reason why I didn't mind so much is staying on late. So what is everybody else in here working on? I know I asked that question earlier, but it's been a while. Is anybody working on anything fun and creative? See, Nikki B says, I had to jump off. My mom needs me to help her on something. No worries, Nikki. Take care, honey. Yeah, I'm only going to be here just for a few more moments while I finish up this last side of the binding. Thank you for coming and hanging out with me. Melissa says she is working on her PMQs. Awesome sauce. Yes, that is another thing I need to get taken care of is I need to get my purple mist put together. Because if they're still sitting in individual blocks, I still need to figure out lay it out and get it sewn up. That way there I can get it quilted. I can't get it quilted until I get it put together. See. Jamie says, I'm working on a scrap quilt. Awesome. Janine's working on the jelly roll honey bun combo race I started last night watching Becca. Awesome. Judy says, getting ready to add to my crown royal quilt. Ooh. Patricia Browning says, continuing on a million four patches for my Irish chain. Auntie Patricia Arbuckle says, a strip quilt large throw. Awesome. Squirrely Quilter Lisa says, I'm cutting up my snippers from cotton cuts. Awesome stuff. I love hearing all the creative stuff you guys are doing while I'm doing my thing here and hanging out with you guys today. I just love hearing and seeing what you guys do. Hey, we are almost there. At the part that I don't like the most about the binding. Connecting the two ends. Because I can never seem to figure it out how to get it right. Hey, Zaza says, hey, everyone. I'm surprised you're still alive, Donnell. Yes, Zaza, I want to get this quilt done. I figured why end the live stream when I'm still going to be sitting here doing this. I'm like, I might as well do this while you guys are here with me. That way there holds me accountable. Okay, we are going to cut here. Ow! Just stabbed myself with the scissors. Okay, on the other side, no blood. So I got this much left of my binding that I made up. So this would actually be good for like a hot pad set or a pot holder or whatever you want to do. And now I am going to get a little bit more of this on here, and then I am going to backstitch and figure this out because I always struggle with this part. Yes, ma'am. Auntie Patricia says we would just push you along. Yes, ma'am. I like it whenever I get those little pushes. Like, come on, get in gear. See here, I'm getting my Tree of Life finished thanks to Sean by Wednesday. Awesome. Okay, let's see. Come up all these long strings here. And then I'm going to figure out the orientation of how I need to sew these and trim them and everything else. So that way there I can get these two ends to match up. I could just do a straight stitch, but I prefer to keep it at the diagonal because it's less bulk. I probably should have kept my 2.5-inch ruler over here with me, or my 2-inch ruler, whatever. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. We got this here. Then we have this one here. And we need it 2 inches past. Use an ink pen. Alrighty here. Let's see if I do it this way. See, these folds and everything always seem to mess me up. Hey, Carrie, how you doing, hon? Okay, so I need to go and over here, down. Okay, oops. I am going to stitch this and then I am going to fold it to see if it's right before I actually cut it. I think I figured it out, hopefully on the first try, but we will see how this goes. Because if not, that way there I can do a quick little unzipping of it. Hey, Heather. June says, done cleaning, resting at present. Awesome sauce. Yay! I did it right the first time around. Woohoo! First time ever actually sewing the joining stitch together properly, correctly the first time around. It had to be because you guys were here. I'm sure of it. Because otherwise I never do that right. So just gonna press that, finger press that open. Just using my fingernails to press it nice and flat open, so that way there, then I can repress those seams right there. And we can get this final stitch done up on this. And then my framed Pinwheels quilt will be 100% done. Alrighty. I'm so excited. We are putting on the last piece of the binding now. I'm like super excited. Super duper. Thank you, Carrie. Yes, it is. So my shirt says it is bee season. Technically, it's not in Michigan, but it still makes me feel happy. Then plus, I mean, it's a gnome shirt, and it's just a happy-go-lucky shirt. See, Mona says, have a great day. Cora says, Danelle, I think if you leave those tails longer on each side, it would be a little easier to do. You'll have more waste, but less messing around with it. Very true. Yo, Patty G says, I sent you an email. I need your address because I can't find it in my stack of addresses. My secretary is so fired. Yes, ma'am. I will get that to you very shortly, right after my live stream. Guys, I just did the last stitch. It is 150% done. I am trimming my threads right now. She is so beautiful. I absolutely love my quilts. And I'm so happy that my husband cleaned her. Make sure all my threads are cut. I believe all of my other ones are, but I'll check those out in just a little bit. That is very true, Heather. So, guys, grand finale. So, here is my quilt, or at least what I can show of it, while holding it up all by myself. And then one side has the red and gold flying geese, and then another, the opposite side will have the green and gold flying geese. Like this. And then it just goes, alternates. Then there's my binding. My beautiful little miter corners. And there is my quilt label. I just wrote it in with a Sharpie. Thank you, Heather. Says, pieced by Danelle Stevens, designed by Andrea Jamais, and quilted by Donna Stratz, 2024. And all I got left to do now is just, because this is all sewn in on two sides here. So now I'm just going to hand quilt this side here down. And if I decide not to, then that's completely fine because it's completely sealed enclosed edge, so the finished edge. So yes, Carrie, I agree. Thank you so much, everybody. And I truly appreciate everybody hanging out with me and sticking with me through the end on this. It's been awesome. I love sharing this stuff with you guys and especially being able to complete all my stuff. Yes, I love the feeling of finishing. I do too, Janine. Thank you guys all so much. So tomorrow I will be hand quilting. I actually took the seam out of the stitching out of the breast cancer awareness block that I was hand quilting into my grandmother's quilt. So tomorrow I'll be redoing it because I did not like that gray stitching. So I'm going to go back and do it with a cream because I was not happy with that gray. It was just like too like out there. All I could see was that gray stitching and I was not happy with it. So I took it all out and we are going to redo it tomorrow. So tomorrow I'm going to be going around the edge and then I might do some stitching in the middle. But I will be going around the edge tomorrow. So everybody have a wonderful, beautiful day. If you get out and about, make sure you smile because you never know whose day you can change with a simple gesture of a smile. As everybody all needs some little extra love and care and everything during this time of the year. So I hope everybody has a wonderful, beautiful day and